Hey, I'm DJ Blue PDX, and I am here with PaperBat, JinBopGaming, Margaret Krohn, and MANvsGame. This is Team Batman. So I have a few questions for you because that was hilarious to watch and super fun, and I also realized how terrible I am at apparently these kind of games, which is probably why I quit Dark Souls so many times and restarted it so many times. So overall, who would you guys consider to be the team's MVP? And by MVP, I mean who revived everybody the most?
Dedicated to it, like that was your.
Yeah, I was trying to go in and get as many people as I could, like as much as I could, but it was. I think it was a team effort. You know, most of us were trying to do it whenever we could.
I don't really know about the revives, but I feel like Man was always in the thick of it, you know. I feel like he was always out there getting the kills, and, you know, we had to bring him up a couple of times, but he did a lot of the heavy lifting on the team, I feel like.
Exactly. There were a lot of times where I felt, you know, I had to stay alive just to keep the team, you know, going and not party wipe. But I don't know. I think PaperBat was also, you know, keeping it real. Like, I don't know. I still vote for me, though.
All right, so next question is, who would be your, how should I put this, LVP? Who had to be revived the most? Who was consistently dying more than everybody else?
I do kind of have to say that I revived you a lot, man.
I would also vote for me on that as well. You know, I was, I don't know, I feel like I was doing a lot, both good and bad. So, you know, excuse me if I was trying a little too hard, you know.
I mean, Man was dying a lot, but I mean, it was mostly because he was, not because he was bad, but because he was like actually trying to like always go in and like get a lot of kills, right? So, I mean, like, I wouldn't say LVP. I mean, he tried, gold star, but, you know, he did his best, so.
We call it lightning valuable player. There we go.
Yeah.
I'll take my duct tape star. You tried. But I got it.
I feel like that award probably goes to me, because I feel like there's a lot of... I spent at least half an hour just lying in a corner somewhere watching you guys being like, hey, I'm over here too. You guys are having fun. Glad you're playing the game.
So, in that, if you had the option, because it's not really an option in the game, but if you could turn off friendly fire for just one person on your team, who would the team have chosen to have that friendly fire turned off for?
I feel like Man killed me a lot.
Why?
How's that bus feel, man?
You know, I do, you know, what can I say? I wanted to get in there. I wanted skulls for our team. You know, if my teammates were in the way, I'm sorry. It was just collateral damage. You know, I did what I had to do. I felt like we did pretty good, by the way.
I hit a few friends as well, so.
Yeah. And, you know, over 500 kills, I think we set a pretty good bar, you know, for the other teams. It's going to be interesting to see if they can, you know, surpass us, so.
I feel like it would be Man as well, simply because, like, well, he feels like a bomb. You just leave him in the middle of a crowd, and if there's collateral damage, so be it. But as long as you get it done.
Hey, you know, the numbers speak for themselves.
You may have died, but then so did everybody else. So, yeah, perfect. All right, so you guys got through a lot of the game, a lot more of the game than I ever have, because I'm honestly really, really good at being bad, I guess. That's not really a thing, but I'm going to try and make it a thing. Hashtag not really. So what was your favorite weapon? Because you guys picked up a ton of weapons in there, things that I haven't seen yet, but we're very smart about picking up shields and power weapons that a lot of the mini-bosses were rolling out and laying down. Which was your favorite?
That big sword. I think,
Yeah,
like, that has to be your favorite, yeah.
Yeah, there was like that big triangular, like, claymore thing. Yeah, that was good. I like that.
It feels
I
good.
remember the name of it.
There's just one swing and those things just start knocking over. It feels good to just knock them over and just stand over them and be like, oh, you're done for now.
I'd say the downside would be that you hit your friends a little bit more often.
Yeah, I like the scepter. That was like the first weapon that, even though it was really slow, like it had a lot of like knockback, I felt. So, but definitely that sword was, yeah, the best.
So I noticed you guys didn't do a whole lot of eating. Did you? Okay, good. So did anybody here get anything rotten?
Yeah, I threw up a few times.
What did you think?
It was funny. I don't know.
I think it's hilarious.
If you're getting hit by mobs, then it's not fun. No.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, you can use it, but like only when you know you're safe. Like when you're out of combat and you're like, all right, well, I have nothing else, so we might as well use this, so.
Man, I just eat whatever, man. I just like eating food.
So any other comments about the game that you just thought were fantastic or surprised you, shocked you, or little elements one by one?
Well, I mean, I really, it was kind of like interesting because when we were first playing, like you said, we were playing it like really kind of safe, and we were like, okay, we should probably like be really careful. And then like the second time through, we're like, all right, just go, like just let's kill whatever we can. Everybody split up. So it's like, it's just kind of interesting because there's always a bunch of different like strategies you can do, and you know, I always like that about a game. So.
I think the feel of the game is just really good. Like, it's not really something you can really describe. It's just like the feeling and sensation you get at the controls. They feel smooth, and like compared to Dark Souls, I feel like there's a lot of tight corridors, but in this game in particular, there's a lot of really wide open areas, so you can really move around and stretch your legs and get out there and fight in an arena, which feels really nice.
I think it's going to be, especially if you haven't played a lot of like Dark Souls types of game or anything like that, I think it's going to be really easy to get into, whether you're playing on PC or controls. And all of it kind of feels really smooth. Like the crafting system feels like it's just part of the game, and like you need to be doing it in order to like move forward, because you need the health. Believe me, you will love Ham more than anything.
Yeah, I completely agree about all these points. Like the game feel is very great. Like the combat, it just feels great. But also what I loved was when we party wiped and then went back to the beginning, seeing just how different the randomization was for like how the dungeon was rearranged felt very cool. Like it's not like a lot of the same blocks. In some other games you see that. So it's great game.
And the art's beautiful. I love the art style.
Yeah. I've been really impressed with the music as well. So thank you so much, Team Batman. You guys set the bar like right here, and we're going to see if we can't get more teams to try and at least get up on that level. But then again, we're also going to see how many teams can just die, because Respawn, let's just face it, is super fun. All right, so thank you so much, and we're going to go back to somebody, because that's what we're doing. You're watching twitch.tv/hyperrpg.